Hi, would you like some blood juice? It's fruit punch, but I like to call it blood juice. How unfortunate. How unfortunate you don't want any. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're back here in Bloxburg. So good. That was delicious. So there's a reason why we all love Bloxburg. Some of us more than others. Some of us probably slowly getting bored of it and not figuring out what to do. And that's kind of me. You know, I'm slowly trying to get back into the groove of it. There's a reason why most of us, you know, got so addicted to it in the first place. There's a lot of us that still enjoy it. And one of the reasons is probably the small details. And that's why I wanted to make this video, is to really showcase and talk about most of the smaller details that got me really addicted to this game. And we really don't think about it too much now because it's kind of just normalized now. We're used to it. We see it so often. We play this game so much where it's just like, oh yeah, that's a thing. And you know, that phrase I always say, those small things that make a big difference when it comes to role players or people that just look around and like, oh wow, that's kind of neat, you know. It really is game changing though. I don't know, it just makes the game in a way more realistic, makes it seem more lively, like definitely feels more alive. First things first, most of the items in this game are interactive in one way or another. Some items obviously not interactive, like this table. You can't really, well actually technically it is interactive because you can put stuff on top of it, and when you build things you can put things on the table, so that's nice. Actually yeah, most of the items in this game are interactive or have some sort of use. Obviously most decorative items don't really have that much of a function, they are just decoration. And I love the fact that most of the tables that do like have this surface are interactive in one way, like you can put things on it, whether you're in build mode or if you're just going through your fridge and you're just taking a food item and you can put things on top of that. I just find that fascinating, especially you can put that literally anywhere on top of the surface. Like if you want it hanging off the edge, your food can hang off the edge if you wanted to. Especially the little things like sitting in chairs or even the ottomans now that they made. Look at that detail. Your legs are just like wrapped over the ottoman. A little goofy looking, but still. Also, a nice little change that they made a while ago was that you didn't really need chairs for using a computer. Before, back then, you needed a chair to use the computer, but now you can just stand and mess with the computer now. You can use it as a standing desk. Figure that out. When I realized that they updated that, I was like, wow, that is so cool. You know, people do have standing desks and they don't sit down because it's healthier to stand up. Even the little things like when you sleep in your bed and your bed gets messy and you have to make it, and it gets really neat now. Mostly appreciated by role players because yeah, those are, when you roleplay, you're basically acting out in life, and real life these things happen. Your bed gets messy or your car gets towed because it's in a very bad spot. And even in the small details of these things like the flags, like this has physics and stuff. When you go to a sign, like a for sale sign, it has some physics. I also really appreciate that as well. And look at this, a drawing on my concrete sidewalk, and that's because of the nice features over here. Like all of these furniture items mostly have interactions. Take a water balloon and throw it at people. These recent interactions added to these items, like the pizza box, that's so cool. That is amazing. Opening up the picnic basket and having the food come out, I find that really cool. Although I wish you could, you know, hold the picnic basket yourself. Even the lanterns, like being able to hold them, actually like making a use of it in the dark as well. Like if you made it dark, you can see in the darkness a bit better. I find that really cool. Like even in build mode, there are like small details as well that I really like, is the fact that like this tiny toddler table, it works like a regular table or adult size table. The fact that it snaps into the table, oh, that's so cool. It is genius that this tiny table just works like a regular table, you know. Wow, mind blown. Some people are like, okay, that's, you know, you're dumb, Peetah. But it's true, it's true. Most of us really did get attracted to this game probably because of some small features in one way or another, you know? Details where, you know, you drive your car and it's not in your own parking lot or in someone else's yard, it will get towed. It will literally get towed, and they will tell you it will get towed. Some people will play by the actual traffic laws in this game. Some people probably do, like they'll role play it out. So like at a red light, they'll stop, and green light, they'll go. I also love this this feature. Like actually the gas station has a roleplay element now. You can pretend like you're filling up the gas of your car. You know, maybe one day they'll actually add like a fuel system, but don't know. I don't see that happening for a long time, but it's nice that they added a roleplay method of it, even if it's not an actual thing. I also love how like you'll see customers going in and out of certain buildings and whatnot. Mostly Pizza Planet elsewhere, you'll see them like in line for certain places, but I do like seeing customers going in and out of Pizza Planet. It makes the town feel more alive as well. I love to see like more customers go into like fancy furniture as well. Maybe even like walk around and stare at things and think about stuff, have a little bit more life, and just made them go in the building, look at things, have like a thinking bubble of some sort. Wouldn't that be interesting? I think that would be cool too. Like, 'cause the town for the most part is very dead. You know, it is very dead. You don't see much of an NPC type of thing. You don't see much life within it unless you're in a public server where like actual people are living in it. But if they gave NPCs a bit more life like this, like if they made them go to other buildings as well, I think that would be cool. Even your own character is interactive as well. When you click on your own character, you can do emotes, you can change your own outfit. I thought this was also a really cool thing, like having an outfit slot. I changed most of my outfits now just to have like a different facial, different expression. So I'm gonna make a couple snowmen. Now that I think about it, I wanna make a couple snowmen. Snowball needs a family. Oh, when you're running though, I love how it like actually goes up. This video is just me interacting with every single item in this game. Well, not really every item. I'm probably missing out on a couple other things as well. Here's another detail, like when you're actually customizing your character will like browse through the clothing rack and such. When you actually go through your fridge, your character just browses through the fridge. You can see them doing that in the background. It's kind of blurred a bit, but yeah, and you'll take something out. I do like the other small details in the game where it's like a function, like a feature where you do have to pay your bills. Otherwise, all the utilities in your house will get shut down. You can't even use your fridge. Your lights will not work. You can't use the sink or the toilet. I also like how like certain objects do impact your moods. Like if you just drank this bottle of hot sauce, your hygiene will go down because you're like sweating and you get all this stinky and whatnot, but your energy will go up because, you know, your tongue is on fire. Of course, maybe some adrenaline will kick in or something and you're like, hot, hot, hot! And you do get stinky though. Look at that. You produce nasty odor and you will start swatting flies because you are just that nasty. Flies are attracted to you, and we see this so often. Whenever I have grand openings, majority of the Bread fam are stinky. I'm gonna need you to take care of your hygiene. Okay, there's something we all have to work on in Bloxburg for 2022 is good hygiene. Now, some of us are probably lazy to take a shower, and that shows. Okay, your character will show it. I actually would like for them to add maybe some actual features for the hunger and fun. Like if you're hungry, maybe your character will start rubbing their stomach or something, or they just look very unhappy. Or if you're really bored, your character will start slouching, or they just will look really bored. Maybe it's another expression, or they'll just stand really weird. It is cool how energy and hygiene do have like that small detail and impact in the game. Hopefully in the future we'll have some more fun little things to look at. But yeah, when you sleep, you do have that sleepy face too, so that's really neat. And let's not forget in build mode, like the security cameras, like those things are advanced. Sometimes forget that they're in the game, but these are so nice and useful. I never imagined it at all. Like you can literally put a camera anywhere, literally anywhere, okay, and it'll just show you exactly where. Like I'm gonna put this camera so far up, you're gonna be able to see everything up here. Even though it doesn't make sense, like that's not realistic. I think most of us do forget time and time that these things exist, but look at that. And he just even motions around like an actual security camera. Like it goes left and right, it goes back and forth. You get to see where you place it. Security cameras are a possibility. I feel like a lot of things can be possible. But yeah, anyway guys, I believe that is it for this video. I just wanted to take the time to really appreciate the efforts with all the small details in this game. Like it does get people's attention, you know, they're like, wow, this is actually a really neat thing. Imagine not having most of these small details. You know how boring the game will actually be? Didn't actually browse through our fridge, you know, or play on the computer, be able to use the computer at all. I think the game would be a lot more boring if we didn't have these small things. So yeah, just taking the time to appreciate it and appreciate like Coeptus and Froggy Hop's hard work and what really brought us to the game. I mean, some of you probably brought to the game to actually like build things and stuff, but like yeah, the small details are within building as well. People are so detailed these days with their buildings that it does attract your attention. You're like, oh my god, that's crazy. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, you found it interesting, or if you're like me as well where you appreciate these things, make sure to give it a big old thumbs up and make sure you hit the subscribe button because it is completely free. Thank you all for taking the time to watch this, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Have a great day. PeetahBread signing out. Goodbye, everybody. So good. That was delicious.